So Kathak comes from the word katha, and katha means story. So Kathak was initially the art of storytelling. It comes from the Hindu temples. It was based on Hindu mythology, and initially it was performed mainly by male dancers. Then Kathak went through a lot of changes, specifically through the Mughal period in India. It became more of a dance technique. It became a dance vocabulary based on graceful arm movements, pirouettes, and fast rhythmic footwork. And now it's mainly performed by female dancers. My teacher, Sandhya Desai, has a 42-year history in Kathak. Most of it has been in India. And since she moved here over the last 4 years, she's been very actively spreading it in this part of the world. Her guru is Kumudni Lakhia, and Kumudni Lakhia is one of the groundbreaking choreographers in Kathak of our time. And in fact, Kumudni Lakhia worked with Sri Atul Desai, who's the late husband of my dance teacher, Sandhya Desai, and together, Atulji and Kumudniji created groundbreaking work in Kathak. Basically, they took Kathak from a solo dancer format into beautiful group choreography with innovative music. And so my teacher, Sandhya Aunty, has now made it her focus to take this beautiful tradition in its traditional form, in its contemporary form, and to spread it here in this part of the world using her late husband's music to do this awesome work. And we're lucky to be students and recipients of this work in this part of the world.
Kathak, in the ancient time, when only one man was telling the stories in the temple, he used to use the veil like this. This is the veil. This is the veil which is used for showing different characters. Suppose he wanted to talk about a woman, he will use this on the head, and then this veil will make him a woman, and then he can tell about the woman, the whole story, or Radha. And then, but now we are not using the veil itself. We are using the gestures, the mimes, that suppose this is Kapithya, and this is the veil, you hold it, you open it, then look at Krishna, and then you are shy, so you are closing it. So this is what nowadays in Kathak, the gestures are used more than the property itself. Thumri, which is my most favorite thing. Thumri is a narrative aspect of Kathak, which is on the words, it's on the poetry. So, Atul Desai has written, composed and sung the Thumri, which I will just explain. I can't sing, but I can say the words. Hari to my hari giridhari, nahi mane mori. Just one line is repeated many times, and every time the expressions are changed. And it is about Radha and Krishna, which is the main theme. Till now, today also, everybody says we want to change the theme, but ultimately they go to Radha Krishna theme. It can be Purusha and Prakriti, it can be any other, today's man and woman, but it started from Radha Krishna. And Hari to my Hari Giridhari, nahi mane mori. Hari means I'm tired of you. Giridhari is Krishna, that you always tease me. You're harassing me all the time, and I don't like that. But from within she likes it. So she tries to be a little bit angry, but the undercurrent is always Shringar or the romantic mood.
Hari main to hari giridhari, nahi mane mori. 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 Vaiyana maroro mori, churiya pori hai sari. Vaiyana maroro mori, churiya pori hai sari. Hari main to hari giridhari, nahi mane mori. Hari main to hari giridhari.
When I was 16, when he was in the college, and then we decided, like, not to get married, but we were very close to each other, and it was sort of our commitment to each other. But my parents, especially my mother, she was not ready to accept that because I was very young. There is something very sad about it, that music and dance is never taken as a good profession. And in those time, it was like, oh, he's just singing, he's a musician, what will he do? And people think that he should be engineer. Their daughter's husband should be engineer or doctor or which is known as a good profession in the society. Anyway, but then we were very sure to get married, and I can say that we married ourselves in a temple, 1961. So this is what it is. He was very supportive since we knew each other, and especially when we got married. And after that, he being in dance, music, and he made me a dancer and a dance teacher and a choreographer. Because of his support, I could do everything.
Atul Desai began his music career under the renowned Pandit Onkar Thakur in Banaras. When he returned to his hometown Ahmedabad, he developed an interest in Kathak dance right around the same time that Sandhya Aunty started learning Kathak from Kumudni Lakhia. So Atulji, along with Kumudni Lakhia, started Kadam, which was a center, or is a center, for Indian classical music and dance. And soon after he started this academy, he realized that Kathak music needed change. And so he went on to make those changes in his music.
Bring in certain changes which are now very necessary, because the music of Kathak came to the stage of stagnancy. It was stagnant. And भाई नगमा हो जाना है वो क्या ये नगमा हो जाना and the dancer would to the extent that the dancer would feel uncomfortable if any other lera is being played. So this was the condition when I was attracted to the Kathak dance form. And my Guruji used to say, "Beta, a singer should dance from within. A dancer should sing from within. There is no complete dance if there is no music known by the dancer and sung by the dancer." So I thought that let me bring on some changes. In the beginning, I was a point of very severe criticism, but I said that in our Kathak classic books and Shastra, there is no mention of not using any other music than this. So I thought that let me bring on some changes. And I broke the pattern of Nagma, Lera, and I started contributing from my own side some new ideas to incorporate in Kathak dance. Kathak dance remained a tradition. I never tried to disturb the boundary of Kathak tradition, but I took full liberty in bringing new face of Indian classical music. And I would use mandolin. Why not? There is no reference where mandolin was banned.
Sri Atul Desai went on to study electronic music by the great David Tudor, and he brought this electronic music to Kathak dance and music. Initially, he was criticized, but later the same critics came back and paid him compliments and respect for bringing such a fresh perspective to Kathak music. In fact, one of my recent dance performances is based on electronic sound composed by Sri Atul Desai.
Life has so many things, different experiences, and I don't know why something happens. Like in all religion, they say that birth, marriage, and death. Nobody knows, but it is already there. The supreme power has set it for each other, or at the time when it should happen, and it happens like that. How time flies, Just before 2 weeks, on 20th of January, Atul passed away in 5 minutes, like a dream, Even now I think I still cannot believe that, but it's a fact of life. Death, if we take it as the beginning of new thing, it's always good. It's not the end of one thing, but death is the beginning of new thing. Before 2 months, I told him that we are here in Toronto doing nothing. We have a lot of time. So why not we talk about some new number? And if you have some ideas, let's think about some subject on which we can work together. To everybody's surprise and to my surprise, he said, let's make something on Mrityu, that is death. And I said, why on death? He said, death is a beautiful thing. And we have a lot of music which I can suggest that we take this, we take this, we take this. And what happens in death? What is the philosophy of death? How time changes, how new thing emerges. And we were discussing all these things. But somehow then he became more weak and weak and weak slowly. So we could not do anything more on that. But maybe someday with his music, I will like to make one number on that, Mrityu. And that's my goal. I will just take Kathak as the base, because every cycle changes on some. That is the end of the first cycle, but the beginning of the new cycle. Katha goes on and on. Katha goes on and on. The storyline goes on and on. So there is no limit to this dance, and that is why I love it. It flows like the river, and the water just flows and flows and flows. That is why my passion is to learn Kathak, teach Kathak, and let it spread all over.
Hari, मैं तो हरी गिरी